Hello guys, you're welcome to the channel. My name is Yao Asimpi and this is Ashko TV, the official YouTube channel for Aseda House Commodities. Remember, Aseda House Commodities or Ashko is a maize trading entity. Now we have taken our time over the past few years to study the maize markets, to study the maize trading trends in Ghana. And should you have any interest in maize trading in Ghana, your bet is as good as mine. Pick up our numbers. We are the best people to speak with. Now, today's video, if you are a maize farmer, you are aspiring to be a maize farmer, now this video is for you. I know there are two major things that affect farming in general in Ghana, right? One is storage, and the second one is processing, right? The second one is processing or adding value, some way, somehow, to be able to keep your goods from spoiling, right? And as a maize farmer, one of the things you will want to look at is how to process your maize, how to make sure that it doesn't go to waste, so that you'll be able to make the profit that you desire to make out of your farming. Now, let me tell you something. Sometimes after harvesting your maize, you are tempted to dry it with the sun, right? You are tempted to put it under the sun and dry. Okay, and if you look at this season that we are in, especially the major season that we are in, especially after harvesting the major season, you realize that there is a lot of rains from late August to September. You realize that there is a lot of rains. Now, if you choose to go by the sun drying, you are likely to meet these rains, and then you are likely to meet the worst disaster yet in your quest to dry your maize, right? Some of the issues that comes along with sun drying is that you are not able to control the weather. Okay, sometimes you think you are drying your maize, and by the time you realize the rain hits, and in the rush to cover the maize, how well are you even going to be able to cover this maize, right? And the second problem that farmers face when they use sun drying is that by the time they realize, the maize begin to develop molds in it. Okay, now these molds make your maize less attractive to buyers. Okay, most buyers especially poultry feed producers don't like maize that has developed these molds and have is almost spoiling, right? Now your best bet, as far as I'm concerned, is to look for a mechanical dryer, right? If you look for a machine drying center where you can dry your maize peacefully, bag it peacefully, and save peacefully, and also be able to sell it at the best price peacefully. Okay, so for me, the only advice I'll give is to look for a maize drying center, right? If you come to Ashko, we will dry for you. We will provide those services for you. But even if you are not able to, you are very far from Techimai or anywhere in the Bono East region, and you still want to you still want your maize to last long, please look for a maize drying center and dry it. You might say it is expensive, but if you think it is expensive, if you think maize drying is expensive, wait until your maize begin to spoil. You realize that all the hustle you've hustled, all the farming, the inputs and the costs you have incurred during your farm is gradually going to waste. And that's even worse, And one other thing about maize drying, using the machines to dry your maize, especially at this time, is that you are able to keep your maize for as long as 4-5 months, where you will get the best price that the market has to provide. Now, this particular maize that you're seeing that we are using in this video had the same problem. It was kept, after harvesting, it was kept in the sack for like 3 days or more, right? And it has begin to develop molds. Now, this is where we come in, right? To perform our magic, on it, right? Just so that it can be, brought back to life. Basically, it can be brought back to the stage and standards and specifications that poultry farmers especially need, okay, to put it, because this one like this, when we checked, when before we started working on it, it was like 35% moisture, right? And it was very hot. Okay, so we have to cool it down. We cooled it and then cleaned it and dried it, right, to about 12.5 and less, right, as you can see, in this same video. Okay, so today's message is, if you're a maize farmer and you really want to make money from your harvest, whenever you harvest, don't say you're using the sun to dry. Please play safe. Send your maize to a maize drying center, dry it at whichever cost. Keep your maize till you have the best prices to sell it and make your money, right? At the end of the day, it's profit maximization that we are looking for. This is business, right? Unless you're not doing it as you're not aiming it as such, right? My name is Yawa Simpisetro once again, and this is Ashco TV, the official YouTube channel for Aseda House Commodities. Until we meet in the next one, it's bye bye for now.